It is official that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are getting married. Well, at least they're engaged for now. And I read their birth chart back in 2023 where I said there was a huge possibility that these two could have an everlasting love. Now, since the engagement is official, I want to show you guys some of the astrological aspects and transits that made me really think that these two definitely had a potential. So this is Taylor Swift's chart. She was born December 13th. 13 is her favorite number. 1989, isn't that number so familiar? And her sun sign is a Sagittarius. She is an ascendant in Capricorn with a huge Capricorn stellium, and her moon is in Cancer. Now, her Capricorn stellium is pretty impressive. She has a Uranus in Capricorn, a Mercury in Capricorn, and a Saturn in Capricorn, and her ascendant in Capricorn. Can you say that 5 times fast? Ugh. And also a Neptune in Capricorn. And these are all aligning right around her 12th and her first house. Now, I'll be honest, there's a lot of things I could talk about just Taylor Swift's chart just alone, but I don't want to spend all my time on just Taylor Swift. She also has a Mars in Scorpio and a Venus in Aquarius. The Venus in Aquarius lets me know that she is such like a lover girl, a non-traditional lover girl. Like, I'm not surprised she sings about love constantly and heartbreak. She also has a Jupiter in Cancer along with her moon, and also a Chiron in Cancer. Now, this is Travis Kelce's chart. And as you can see, their chart's kind of like a little similar in some ways. He is a sun in Libra with a Sagittarius moon. Now, automatically, that stands out to me so significantly. Whenever the man has, I mean, not just the man, but especially when the man has the woman's sun sign as his moon sign, that correlation, that connection is very, very strong. He often thinks of her unconsciously and has an emotional presence to her that is unexplainable. I don't know his time of birth, but we're going to continue to go over what we do know. He too also has a little stellium in Capricorn as well. He has his Uranus and his Saturn in Capricorn, along with his Neptune as well. Now, when we look at his Jupiter is in the energy of Cancer, which to me is very significant because that is Taylor's moon sign. And also, another thing that I want to point out is he has a Venus in Scorpio. And while Taylor is not necessarily a Venus in Scorpio, or her Venus is not in an area of a water element, her moon sign is. So that gives some kind of significance that there is like this energy that draws him to her. The energy of water is very passionate. I know a lot of people don't think water is very passionate because it's not like a fire energy like Mars, but water is the element of the sacral chakra, and that energy really drives each other together in certain elements of being intimate and also almost feeling like long lasting, versus where if it was just all fire energy, it might be very passionate but short lived. Now, this is Taylor's chart with Travis Kelce. Automatically, they have a lot of long-term potential. Look just how this chart matches up just quite nicely together. I definitely see a lot of area of passion with them. The few things that really stand out when we are looking at what it is that drives these two together, obviously the sun and the moon being conjunct. Taylor's sun conjuncting basically the energy of Travis's moon. So Travis's moon conjuncting Taylor's sun, or however you want to put it, is very much a strong connection. Another thing that stands out to me when looking at their chart is Travis's Venus has a strong conjunction with Taylor's Mars. Guys, Venus and Mars together, what? In a conjunction? In a love chart reading? Honey, Yes, 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 yes. There are some few aspects in this chart that I don't like. And one of them is that Travis's Saturn conjuncts Taylor Swift's ascendant. Now, personally, I think they can move past this. I think there might be some limitations, but that's going to come later down the line, like in years to come. That's not going to occur right now. Like, I feel like there's definitely a high potential they are going to make it down the aisle and everything's going to be honky dory. And that there's also a high potential of children. And one of the reasons why that I really was like, these two could definitely be together for the long haul is because Travis's Jupiter is literally in Taylor Swift's seventh house. And that house has a lot of representation towards marriage, long term commitments. Now, another thing that really stands out to me about them together is this aspect, which some people would be like, I don't know if I like that. So Travis's Uranus is in opposition of Taylor's moon. Now, for some people, that might seem like a little bit too much, but the Cancer moon to me resembles the feminine, the energies of emotions, and Uranus, the energy of shaking things up, potentially spontaneous movements, areas of growth, areas of disheveling what she's kind of been known for, what people really tie into her femininity, which could be, her career. But what if he gave her something else that really shook up that notion of her? Could you guys imagine Taylor Swift, the mom, the ultimate career mom, the ultimate, I don't know, like just woman on stage, also having a baby. I do think that there will be some challenges in their relationship. And I talked about that on the podcast. So make sure if you want to listen to the whole reading that I did when they were dating, literally when they first announced that they were dating, check it out on Chakras and Cuss Words. Taylor Swift and Travis possibly together forever is what I said in the podcast. Definitely, I could definitely see them having children. I could definitely see them getting married. I could definitely see this being a union for some long term. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.